My name is Suzana Dragicevic. I started a PhD in 1993 at University of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And I work with Danielle Marceau, who was one of the women pioneers in GIS and remote sensing in Canada at the time. When I started my PhD, my background was in geomatics engineering, while I really wanted to learn a lot about GIS and contribute in the field of GIS and GI science. So I had to use books that were permitting me at the time to learn a lot about GIS. So one of the very first books I really loved to learn from, and I used to read a lot, was Principles of Geographical Information Systems for Land Resources and Assessment by Peter Borow. There was interesting chapters inside, and specifically I loved the chapter about fuzzy nature of geographic boundaries and on spatial interpolation. That has inspired me a lot to think about my field of work and research, and particularly I did like to incorporate temporal dimension in GIS at the time, and I work with the fuzzy reasoning and fuzzy logic to create some kind of space-time models and space-time interpolation that can represent the gradual changes in between different states of land use change from historical data. In 2001, I accepted a position at Simon Fraser University to become a professor, and I established the Spatial Analysis and Modeling Laboratory at SFU. And since then, I embarked in further research about space and time and representation of dynamic spatial and geospatial and geographical phenomena. My research program is in the area of geographic information systems and science, particularly with integration of multidisciplinary domains such as complexity science, computational and artificial intelligence, and soft computing within GIS. When you work with GIS, that means you never stop learning. And also when you work in academia, means that you're constantly engaged in an endless creativity. This is why I really love what I'm doing. The specific part of my job is to work with students, and I particularly like to work with graduate students. Over the past 18 years, I have a privilege to work with a large number of wonderful young students who were working in spatial analysis and modeling lab and developing with me various geosimulation models that represent reality. And it was nice to engage with them all the time and watch their progress and how they accomplish different things and celebrate the milestones that they have accomplished in their lives. I'm very proud of my women graduate students who have completed their PhD degrees with me. They are the Kochabash Liliana Perez and Tyler Anderson, who also hold academic positions. And also I had been privileged to work with master degrees, students like Olympia Kozayatek, Kong, Cora Kao, Alicia van de Hoven, and Kendra Mann. So I would say that this is a very creative process that we are going through when we are working in academic settings, and we have a wonderful time to work with grad students.